which we should be able to. These meetings should be able to happen with a full team, and I see it's not going to be that way, which will put everything in a little bit of slow mode. But there's nothing I can do about that, and we'll try to make things happen with the people that we have. I know Eric has been working on the back end. He's in constant communication with me, and I know that he cannot make it to the meetings because he's busy. But I know that he is working, actively working. Um, so anything for any questions to start with?
Hi, Eddie. Hi,
Hello.
everyone. I have
Uh,
no questions, but just want to let you know or ask, can I start with one of the services, Eddie? Because we have high level idea.
Hmm.
It might change, but can I start working on one of the services? Say, match service, I was thinking to start with
You can, yeah.
because okay, yeah, that was my plan because until now I just gone through what is the architecture and all those kind of things. I have the development environment set up, initial setup. So I was just thinking I'll go with the match service and we'll see how we can change in the coming days as per the requirement.
Yeah, you can definitely start. What is this?
Hmm.
So you can
So
see
the
this.
archetype is ready, right? The archetype, should I do on top of it or?
You know, if you go and see, it's still nothing has been pushed. I'm sharing my screen here. So
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
has
I
been
see.
pushed
I
to
see.
the archetype, which is this is basically if you come here,
Mm-hmm.
um,
So basically, Ambika Jayashree here, um,
Mm-hmm.
how are you going to start without a proper archetype? Because the archetype is
No,
not ready.
I'll be implementing with the architecture I know. Changing it to this one is not a
okay.
difficult task. It was what I feel.
So if you go to the actual SMS backend,
Mm-hmm.
you have different uh, microservices here. If you're taking the
Yes.
service, then
Mm-hmm.
you should be looking to have these four folders.
Yeah,
And
I'm
like
going to use these layers.
right,
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
then
Yeah.
later you can actually add one more that you will not use at this point,
Mm-hmm.
but it's good to have it. It will be match messaging.
Messaging. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because uh,
Just
just to have it there, and later we won't, we'll keep it there. I know it's gonna be empty and it's gonna be using space, but I might actually see if I can do anything with the messaging, like the
yeah.
real time messaging. So you can
Yeah.
actually use this architecture. That's now not an
E-
issue. And
okay.
everything else is here the way that. So when the archetype comes, this might change somehow, maybe the naming or something, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to work on this. You can actually clone, copy the match service to your local machine and just work it, because that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you can see my IntelliJ, because you
Yeah, I
see.
can see.
Okay, so let me make it bigger. So this is full screen now. So you see, I was working on. Um, so I renamed to something else. You can see backend SMS. This is
Mm-hmm.
so I know that it's my local uh,
Mm-hmm.
work. Then later I'll
Mm-hmm.
transfer it because I'm using the same information as in the GitHub repository. Let me,
Got it.
let me see.
So this is what I was thinking as well, Edil. I'll start with the match service similar to what you did.
Mhm.
So do we compile entire application area to test it? This one question I have. If you stay here, suppose if I want to test match service, like how you have team service. So do you compile team service separately or do you do backend SMS as a whole?
So you will do it in you will have to create the actual application class in the container.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
if I go here right now, I'll do uh, a package and I'll go top that coders of that. This is what is this team service? theme the service that container, because that's the package, yeah. So then
Mm-hmm.
here I'll come and do theme uh, service application application. Okay, and because we don't use any dependencies, you will have to do also a bin config config bin. I'm just gonna put it here. I know we will have to do the naming convention. So this one is going to be Spring Boot. Here, Spring. I don't remember what's the how that starts. Let me just check something real quick because I honestly I'm fried. I was working on this yesterday on the Terraform, and I'm a little bit fried. But if you go to the food ordering system, I'll take any. I'll take the customer container, and you will see two classes in the container. And this is pretty much, let me just copy and paste here. So this is pretty much what we'll have to do. Um, we'll have to
Mm-hmm.
get these dependencies in the parent folder, which again, this is because I don't have, this is only a copy of the repository. It's only a part of it. I don't have the dependencies in this one, but if you go to the actual if you go to the actual, where is this? Where is this now? I'm not making it small. Okay, let's see. Okay, if you actually go to the folder, this is the where you put all the dependencies, and we should list that here. Like right now, I don't have the Spring Boot. I can see that's why it's not reading some of that. So I'll have to put the Spring
Mm-hmm.
Boot application here, the dependency of the Spring Boot, and then you will be able to read all the Spring Boot application and things like that. So maybe it's there. No, you see, it's a little slow. But anyways, that's where you put the class to
Mm-hmm.
run the application as a whole. And the
Okay.
testing, you
Okay.
can do the testing individually. You don't need anything else outside from this because this is a full application.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty about the hexagonal. You can test it per class. So
Okay.
I mean per service class, what I'm talking about, per service. Okay.
Per
So
service. Yeah.
yeah, so you can actually start to do what I was doing. We might have
Mm-hmm.
to redesign a little bit based on the archetype, and but the code will be
Yeah.
usable, reusable.
Logic will be same. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's pretty
Mhm.
much what it is here for this.
Yeah. Thank you, Eddie. Yep.
Okay, you're welcome. Anyone else? So where is my thing?
So if that is the case, then I'll also start implementing the tournament service.
Yeah, yeah, you can use the tournament service. It's the same. You have the same folders. Um,
Okay.
I think these are some of them might be like this is already there. You see the bin configuration. It's just not
Okay.
implemented, and also the tournament service is already there, but it's not implemented because when I was building, I was trying to put as much as I could in this, so it's almost ready. Let's see the compiler. This you need to remove this, and yeah, I'll do the cleanup later. Just as you can do the implementation of each.
Yeah, the logic. I'll work on the logic for the
Yeah,
tournament.
for this you will also have to add Spring Boot. Yeah, but that's okay. I'll just fix the poems later. It's a lot little details here and there that I need to fix. But you can start
Okay,
working on the logic, definitely.
okay, fine.
So yeah. So this is the Terraform.
I think Eric has joined.
Join Eric is here, huh? Let me see. Where is this? I don't see where my oh, it's right here. Where is this? Hello Eric. ¿Cómo está Eric?
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buen día. Muy bien.
Bien. No, que estaban preguntando si podrían empezar ellos y pues le estaba diciendo que el Archetype todavía no está listo, pero que pueden empezar basado en lo que tenemos aquí. Eh, pero si crea el Archetype sería magnífico, así empezamos con los códigos ya listos, con las clases y eso, porque todavía no hay
Sí, claro.
sí, así de una vez lo creamos los servicios del Archetype y pues ya no hay muchas preguntas después, ni tampoco para qué estar refactoreando el código ni nada, los nombres y eso. Eso sería bueno.
Sí, me parece bien.
Okay. ¿Usted cuándo cree que vaya a poder con esto, Eric? Para decirles que se esperen unos días.
Me comprometí a tenerlo el miércoles.
Ok. Ok, entonces les voy a decir que para el miércoles va a estar esto. Oh, Vic and Jay, Eric says that by Wednesday he should have this ready. So I encourage you to start thinking about, yes, the logic, and then once the archetype is ready, we can create the services from it, and we can just reuse whatever code you have in your local to just pass it on the repo, which I think I don't see why not. Again, I was because I was
So
uh
start implementing. So after he creates an archetype, we can do the changes. That's what you're trying to say?
so you can actually work on this, yes, and
Okay.
why is this now? Oh, hell this. So you can actually work on this logic, and then later you just copy and paste whatever code you have to the
Okay.
clone repo. So you're not waiting for this to be until Thursday to start working because he said by Wednesday he should have it.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was working on this. Well, let's see which class. I was working on the domain. I normally uh where is this? Oh, why is it? I don't even know where it is. Oh, domain core, here it is. I normally start in the domain core because this is where everything lays. So, for example, if you're going to do a tournament, you have to think about the entities the tournament will use and create them here and just go with this. I don't use dependencies in this one because you don't want to have dependencies here because it should be the most independent um, module, the domain core. That's why I don't have Lombok or anything. I have Builder. So if you actually are using IntelliJ or the uh, the other one, you can come here and look for plugins, and you see you'll have a Builder plugin. What is this? Inner Builder. With this one, you can create this right here, the Builder, and it creates a bunch of other things. So yeah.
Okay. What is that plugin used for? Sorry, I didn't
So
get
this is used instead of creating
the dependencies.
the dependencies. So this creates a bunch of um, in-service reusable
Okay.
code because you can see it's like a getter and setter, but it's the inside the actual service. I don't know if that makes sense because I have getters here, yes, but then
Yeah.
I use the builder to create everything else for this particular entity. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm So I know it's a lot. I just it's a lot to explain. But these I don't use any. But if by Wednesday Eric has dependencies here, the Lambok and things like that, that's fine because there is actually a builder. There should be a builder. I don't think I have the. I don't have here. So let me see where I have. Let me go back to. There is a builder annotation for this. I just don't have any. I don't have enough here to show you, but I don't have the Lombok um, dependency. Otherwise, you can, if you have the Lombok, you can do
Okay, fine.
builder, and
At the rate of.
it will find the actual dependency. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's for that. Anything else?
No, I'm good for now, AD.
Okay. Anyone else has any questions? Anything? So the other question that I want to ask is, what is stopping? Like Lalo said, we need to find out like what's going good on the team as of today, and if I can hear what's going well from everyone, that would be good. Like, estoy preguntando qué es lo que está yendo bien ahora en el equipo. Um, I don't know if someone can start.
Eh, eso tendría, debería haber mandado una retrospectiva de este sprint, pero no ha sido una semana normal por Año Nuevo, entonces lo voy a hacer la siguiente semana.
Ujú.
Pero así verbalmente está bien, ¿no?
Sí, yo creo que sí. Yeah. So he's saying that next week he will have a um, like a form, so we can guide the meetings through the with the form, like and see if we can improve the meetings as a whole. But since we had a little bit of an odd week, you know, things were a little bit different for this week. So next week things should be better. And what about you, Omar? What's going good? What's going well on the team?
Hi everyone, how are you?
Good, man.
I think everything is good. I'm doing my part. I'm struggling a little bit, but it's okay.
That's good. Struggle is good
Yeah,
because if you weren't, then you're not learning.
yeah, definitely.
Uh,
I forget that my mic is on.
oh yeah, it's okay.
I
Uh,
hope you didn't listen in to anything.
okay, I'm next in line is Jay. Jay, what is going well, you think, so far?
Okay, what is going well? I think friend developers are doing well. They are communicating, and also they have a lot of people. But what is not going well is actually backend developers. We are not communicating. We are not having often meetings, and only two members. I think only three members from backend.
I know.
So I'm little disappointed from that point of view. Yeah.
I know it's always the same, isn't it? Always front end are the ones that are engaged. This is not the first time that happens, and it's actually curious. Yeah.
Front-end developers are doing great.
Yes, I believe. I think so. I can see that. A
Yeah.
ver, Eric, ¿qué es lo que está yendo bien y qué es lo que puede mejorar en el equipo? I think Eric is busy. Let's jump to Ambika. Ambika, what's going well and what can we improve, you think?
Yeah. The first thing I like how the idea is getting articulated, Eddie. Like how you guys are putting in the diagrams to make team understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
The effort that is being put on, I really appreciate that. Only thing is, since I mean, I'm talking about what I lagged initially, I'm improving on. I was, I mean, lagging in understanding the new architecture tools and all. These are all new to me,
Mm-hmm.
so it's little time taking. But we are there. We are getting there to understand it. So that is something from my end. And as Jayashree mentioned, maybe we need to be a little more active, the backend team, and that helps to connect dots. Each one of us would be good at one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if we talk more, connect more, um, The problem, Eddie, with backend team. So far, I have interacted with you. You're really good. I'm sure about it. So if we have more experienced hands-on person, right, it would help a little. One person who can just guide us, like if we are doing, because we are starting on implementing service now. If there is a person who can review or give inputs, whether we are going in the right direction or not, that's what is the
Yeah,
expectation.
I think Eric is probably the most experienced out of everyone here, to be honest.
Okay, that's great. Yeah,
So
yeah.
he,
Just to know, just
yeah,
to help us whether we are going in the right direction. We don't want to get lost in the journey. So,
yeah, because I will honestly depend more on Eric for the code
mm-hmm,
because I am trying to build infrastructure and it's
mm-hmm.
another beast, like all these things here. Um, Let me see where it is. So all this Terraform stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
like
You're working on the infrastructure. Got it.
so
Mm-hmm.
but I will be definitely I'll be hands-on on these things but
Mm-hmm.
this is what I've been working on for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall team is really good, doing good, Eddie. I must say that. Since we are slow, we are not able to actively contribute more. But the front end team, you, Loma, many are very active and doing really good. Yep.
Okay, great. So what now, Loma, what do you think is going well and what do you think we should improve?
Yeah, about just a few days ago, we had a chat on WhatsApp about the scope of the project. So yeah, that conversation was really productive. So before having the conversation, we have been proceeding the design, people and all. We have been proceeding in a different direction. So after that chat, we have to re-maneuver the project basically.
Mm,
So up until now, there uh, there are lock-in grids on the R Figma which have been already been designed. So after that, there will be a bit of pause or I say about 1 week at most. So we have to plan out the new scope, like the structure and all, maybe a little bit of research, but we will try not to spend too much time.
yeah.
And one thing I really like,
Mhm, mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
one thing I
I
really like
apologize
is,
about the changing of kind of directions because it we talked about it a while ago and then it was quiet for a while and then everything started to happen and then we started to kind of
mm,
rethink everything, but I think you're doing great on realigning with the new requirements and things like that, so that's really good.
yeah, 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 it gives me more confidence. Yeah, that is good. Yeah. And also, one thing I really like is on our Figma, any person on the team, front end, or they put comments on that design. So like asking a question, so that really helps me to think better, like question myself and think about if I'm doing a logical thing for the technical team. And also, I really appreciate when you ask question or put your thoughts. And also, there is another person, Santiago, on the design team. So we have been collaborating mostly in texting in Discord. So we are faster than before.
Yeah,
It's really great.
that's great. So
So
yeah, I was telling Orlando that I was looking for designers because I said I would look for designers, and then two developers showed up saying that they want to participate, but then they are not really engaging. So it's good that the actual designer is engaging, and I hope that the
yeah, yeah,
front end developers also engage a little more. And yeah, but it's great. It's great to hear that. So that's good.
yeah, yeah.
Good to know.
He- He's a really good person. Yeah.
Great, great. Um, all right. So I
¿Qué
think
tal, Eddie? Perdón, no pude responder en el momento,
no, está bien.
pero pues generalmente siento que ya estamos retrasados, ¿no? Pues no, yo no, no he podido definir la arquitectura, pues ahí también estoy fallando. Y aparte, pues el tiempo de las últimas 2 semanas donde son muy movidas, pero no sé, el front no tengo, hasta ahorita no tengo conocimiento de cómo van los compañeros de front. Si ellos tienen algo definidos, pero yo siento que ya vamos atrasados.
So he's saying that he feels, and I completely agree with that. We are a little bit behind schedule because even though the week just started, it's already January 5th, pretty much tomorrow, and so we are a week behind, if anything. Um, and I think Eric, uh, he's also saying that if doesn't he hasn't really put much time on the front end, and he's behind getting the architecture, so he's apologizing for that, but he will get it done soon. Um, so that's what he feels is uh, kind of we need to improve on that part. Pero Eric, si tiene preguntas, yo creo que Orlando es el mejor ah, para responder cualquier duda del frontend, porque yo creo que en el frontend él es el que
Dale.
más experiencia tiene. Sí, este, so yeah, that's pretty much what Eric is saying. Um, so yeah, I think the idea of starting coding is good for Ambika and Jay. Um, I think that's something that we should actually look look into do that.
Yeah, maybe we will be in constant touch with you and Eric on that ID. So we will have more calls going forward once we start coding, I guess.
Yeah.
So based on your availability, we will connect with you.
So we are planning to have a call every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then a Saturday.
Okay.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we'll try to get that. I know Eric probably won't be able to meet most of those, but I'll definitely have conversations, so I can
Mm-hmm.
relay any message from him to
Yeah,
in the meetings. Yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Anything else for today?
Sí, yo, Eddie. Nada, a todos los roles, a todo el equipo, felicitarlos porque eso es Scrum, ¿no? Scrum se hace así, compartiendo todo el trabajo y impulsándonos unos a otros y nada, yo los felicito a todos y estamos yendo bien, estamos por buen camino.
So he said that he is happy and congratulates anyone for doing the Scrum the way that we're doing, because this is how it's supposed to be done. First, understanding our shortcomings, and then also encouraging everyone to do the best. So he's he's happy about these meetings and how things are happening. All right. So if we don't have anything else, I think we can call uh, the meeting. I don't know. I'll continue doing what I'm doing with this infrastructure, and then I'll probably go back to work on the team service, and I don't know what else I have to do here. And maybe I'll think about the auth, because that's something else that we need to think about. Yeah, but I'll talk to Eric about this as well, because it will probably be a different service or user service. I don't know that yet, but we'll definitely talk about this. Okay. All right, people. Um, all right. If no one else, if there's nothing else, then I'll just call it. I'm gonna see if I have a few things that I need to get done. So I'm gonna get those things done.
I think we are good for now, I guess, Eddie.